Mhm.
their clients don't even sign anything that says, hey, and that's how I was in the beginning. I just sent people an invoice, and that doesn't
Hope
fly.
they pay. Yeah.
Right, right. Like, if you don't have a contract, you can invoice all you want, right? Like,
Mhm.
but how do you determine that trade of services? So if
Yeah.
you've ever had a client not pay you or even dispute the work after a job's done, I'm going to tell you, I had a friend who built websites. She charged 10 grand for the websites.
Ooh.
I I introduced her to someone else that was a client of mine, that so
Mhm.
I have no dog in the fight. I don't know who, what, like, but the point is, this one built a website for the other. There was no real contract in place. It was invoiced through PayPal. And the client decided, this isn't what I asked for. I don't like it. And they disputed the charge, and PayPal gave them their money back. And so this woman who spent hours building a website lost all her money from that. And that, you
Yeah.
guys, this stuff happens all the time. And if you had a
Yep.
legal team to help you, they can handle that for you instead of you trying to deal with PayPal and their disputes.
Well, and that's the thing, right? I mean, again, most entrepreneurs or solopreneurs or small businesses, they're good at something and they have good intentions. They want to help something, they're bringing a service. And most cases it's going to be fine.
Mhm.
But let's face it, there are things that come up, and the more you grow, you're starting to deal with people who have no idea who you are. You have no idea who they are, what their integrity level is, or anything like that. Or without that contract, it may be, well, I thought you were going to provide X services and you did Y services, which is not what I expected because of,
Mhm.
lack of clarity or things like that. And that's again where you need to have some kind of avenue to collect on your fees or negotiate or things like that. And let's be honest, collections, when you get a call from somebody and say, hey, Wendy, I did some stuff for you. Are you going to pay me? Right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll get around to you or whatever. If you get a letter from an attorney stating, hey, you've got 15 days, 30 days, or whatever, this is a notice of collection. If not, we're going to pursue legal means, and it's on an attorney letterhead, it's a whole nother level of seriousness. I mean, and it's one of those like, oh, hey, what's going on? Can we work something out? And, I've partnered with other companies and things like that where, we've acted as kind of a marketer, if you will, and they've had to go after clients. And it's, hey, that's why you have the documents in place. We're going to provide services by X date. We expect to be paid within 30 days of completion.
Mhm.
Here's the agreement. Everybody signs it. Everybody's clear on what's going to happen and what the expectations are. And so now you have that paper trail, that legal paper trail, that if you do have to go to court, whether it be small claims or whatever, you've got the documentation in place, and you also have the legal support from an attorney actually showing up, because a lot of people don't realize if you have a small business and you go to court because you're a business, you cannot necessarily, and this is different from every state, so don't quote me on this, but you can't always represent yourself. You've got to have an attorney in place. And so, the question is, oh man, what's that going to cost? And that's one of the things that you look at is how do you solve for that. And one solution I found, we talked about it before in the past. They do both family family legal protection, as far as helping people with their estate planning and things like that, but just as critical, and I think even more critical, is the small business world, because hey, it's nothing personal, it's just business. I'm not paying
Mhm.
you,
Mhm.
you know and you look at that, it's like, well, especially with small businesses,